good night, everyone. Tonight, God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Virgina Spirits Divine. I'm here to give you our news on tonight. Um, we're gonna start with the Hurricane Ira that bring rain to Virginia. Now, the hurricane combined with some upper level energy bring rain back to Virginia. Now, winds will pick up during the day. Now, with gust storm 25 by this evening, winds will continue to increase overnight, until Monday. Gust winds were over 30 miles in central Virginia and over 40 miles near the west coast, where the wind advisory will be in effect. Now, coastal flooding will be issued the next few days. So now I just talk about, how Aaron Hurricane made landfall in Florida. And the immigrants had waited an hour before landfall to take a boat to try to escape, and the boat sank. So it had a lot of them was underwater, but four of them were able to swim, and the rest of the immigrant was discovered and found and rescued. Now, we have some update, on the hurricane. Two spots in Atlanta highlight, for possible development. So they're gonna be looking out for that. So there are no threats to the Gulf Coast for the next week or longer. So NAC is highlighting, areas in Atlanta for possible tropical development this week. So they're looking into that. So the closest one to us is in central Atlanta. It has a low chance of development as it moves towards the Windward Island and then into the Covenant Sea in the next several days. So right now, the long-range model keep it weak and far south in the Covenant well watched as always. But at this time, it does not look like a threat to our area. So that's a good thing. It don't look like no threat, right now. So one other tropical wave is near the coast of Africa, has a high chance of development in the next 5 days. So it may become a tropical depression. But this week, as it moves to the north or northwest, the northeast likely standing out over water. So there is no tropical threat to the Gulf Coast at this time. So that's a little update on the news. Now we have the hurricane ran to Virginia. They have high winds and picking up in the evening they had the wind continue to increase. Over 30 miles central. Now the coast where wind and central will be in effect. So the flooding will be issued the next few days. So that's an update on the news. That's an update on the news. So that's all the news I have for you today. Have a nice day, and I'll see you on the next video.